Britain's Strongest Man 2025.
This is a very important event in Sheffield, in the Steel City.
The Battle of Britain.
Best of British.
A vicious show.
World's Strongest Man is always going to be the pinnacle.
I can tell you, when the Britain's Strongest Man title, it's not in reach.
Everyone is a challenge, everyone's a threat.
Everyone should come in, all guns blazing.
Everybody's primed and ready for action.
Britain's Strongest Man has genuine tradition.
It's one of the most hardest shows on the calendar because everybody wants to win it.
I think that's what makes Britain's Strongest Man so special.
I reckon as many as 7 guys will have at least aimed for podium, if not the title itself.
You wouldn't put money against probably any of the 7 of them winning it.
Whoever wins it will be a very worthy champion.
There's so many guys here that are capable.
Tremendous lineup.
Luke Richardson, hot favourite.
Europe's Strongest Man winner.
I'm Luke Richardson and I'm here for Britain's Strongest Man.
I can't see past Luke Richardson winning.
Luke, I absolutely love you and what you've been through, and to show that you're still here, it's absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, I'm going to beat you.
Oh, Big Gav. I can't even be nasty to Big Gav. He's lovely, isn't he, Big Gav?
Luke, we're all waiting for the future, bro. It hasn't happened yet.
Paddy, you've still got that moustache on your face. There's no way I am letting you, with that moustache, beat me.
Luke Stolman, great form.
2 times Europe's Strongest Man.
I put a bit of pressure on myself coming in here today, and you know, I'm not here to make friends, I'm not here to have fun, I'm here to do a job.
He's old, haggard.
Luke, you're a big idol of mine, bro, but you're getting taken down this year, I'm afraid.
You came 3rd last year. I think you'll enjoy 3rd again this year, mate.
Yeah, I'm here to win.
Bish, never counts him out.
Former Britain's Strongest Man, 2 times Adam Bishop.
I'm Adam Bishop from England, and we created Britain's Strongest Man.
Bish, a lot of people have called me a young Bishop, believe it or not.
I'm not really too sure on that.
Bish, you're an animal. I hope your Achilles is healed up, and it's time to go for Luke v Bish, round 2.
Anna Bishop, you know I'm a big fan of you, mate. We've had some great times at the Worlds, but I hope you enjoy 2nd place, mate.
Gav, your tash has had its time, mate. There's a new one on the block. Step aside, brother.
You might have a half-decent moustache, but it isn't good enough, and there is only one true bull.
I like Gav's moustache. Gav can keep his moustache, he looks cool.
So Paddy came down to mine once for a training session and he bitched it on the first event. Says he pulled his calf and then he went home.
Paddy Haynes is a skinny version of me that can't press a log.
Flynn, you're great to compete against. You're just a bit boring.
Flying Flynn, Andrew Flynn.
Best hairline of any strongman.
I've beaten him before the UK's, and you'll have the same taste of medicine this weekend. Sorry, Flynn.
So a man with fellow good hair genetics, Andy, shout out to you. I love your Swede, it's nice.
It's not even that good, I don't know why. It's because I hide it well. Job of a hairdresser.
He came 2nd to Kane. I can't believe he lost to Kane.
I'm Kane Francis, the 2024 England Strongest Man.
Obviously, Kane and Shane are best mates. Kane is obviously injured.
I ruptured my adductor tendon from my pelvis. I bowled it. He saved himself, I think, for another comp, another day, where the event's probably a bit nasty to him. Less cardio. Fatty. You maybe might want to hang back a little bit on the sandbag and save some energy for deadlift.
I hope you heal up, mate. Obviously, I wanted to see you at Brits this year. I wanted to beat you again. I enjoy beating you. It's one of my favourite things to do.
Shane, your ears stick out far too far.
Cause a lot of air drag, so he's going to be slow.
And I'm not going to let today be the day that you finally get one over on me.
I'll give you some flowers when I'm sat on the top of the podium, mate.
And we've got a special guest tonight. The man who's won more Britain's Strongest Man titles than anybody else. An absolute legend of strongman, Eddie the Beast Hall!
There's no Bill Kazmaier. My co-commentator, who's also a childhood hero of mine. People will probably know Kaz is not well.
Very poorly. He's out in the Philippines and needing multiple surgeries, unfortunately.
Firstly, I hope that Bill makes a full recovery and that he gets back to strength and is here again soon.
We're sending all our love and well wishes to Kaz.
So Ed's raised his hand and offered to help, which is great.
You know, try and fill those shoes.
Difficult shoes to fill. But in the interim, there probably is no better backup than Eddie Hall.
Giants Live differ from any other strongman event. I mean, that's a live show for a start.
Really happy to be back.
Like Bill, Eddie is a true strength icon.
Well, he's part sponsoring the event, as well as only Ed would have about 15 roles. MCing.
The Beast is my co-comps tonight.
Television.
Working with the 2017 World's Strongest Man is always a privilege.
Channel 5 stuff is you're very under direction. You know, you've got a producer behind the camera who's telling you what to say, how to say it.
So he's going to be brought in a more kind of pundit, expert role.
You have got to succumb to what Channel 5 want as a TV show, and then when you get out in the crowd with Neil, you've got to succumb to what the crowd want.
And we are going to have some fun.
First event, Sandbag Steeplechase.
This is the Steeplechase medley, and by the way, it started well, guys, hasn't it? It started well.
When you speak on the microphone, there's a delay between your words going into the microphone and the words coming out of the speakers, which could cause sound issues.
So he stopped it himself. That's the best thing to do. A brave thing to do as well, because you never know what the action of the crowd's going to be.
Before, I'd rather do the first 2 seconds again than do the whole thing again, because then we're going to have way.
Welcome to the Steeplechase medley, and this one is a big one. The objective is simple. Walk down this 15-meter course and take a 150-kilogram sandbag and place it on the plinth at the end there, navigating your way over the steeple. That, by the way, is the first of the timing markers. But you don't just have to do it once, you have to do it 3 times. 3 of these colossal bags. This is going to be a lung buster, this is going to be a lactic inducer, and this is going to be very close indeed.
3 lanes.
3 bags. I mean, it's literally like picking up a strongman, carrying them, dropping them over a bar, picking them back up, and then loading them and doing that 3 times.
Absolutely brutal.
6 pickups, pretty crazy.
A harsh way to kick off British Strongest Man 2025.
Every event's hard, it's strongman.
I can see why Darren's done it.
You know, when we did it in Glasgow, everybody finished it. Now, I put an extra bag in, but I shortened the course slightly. So, yeah, I think it's made it a lot harder, and I don't think everyone's going to finish it, which to me, that's perfect. But it is a real ball buster.
So it's very much going to be a big shock to the system.
I've came in lighter specifically for this show.
I think it's just a brilliant event. I just can't wait for that.
It's 3 lanes because at World's Strongest Man, we try and start off like that. Try and get everybody out there and everyone on TV.
We have a third timekeeper. Jenna Sadler is the backup timer for Magnusson, so she's taken that role this time. She's done it plenty of times. She's loads of experience.
So in those 3 lanes, there'll be someone who might drop it, someone who shoots off. There's more chance of drama.
It's an exciting way to start. I'm always a massive fan of any sort of the race event.
Maybe some of the newer guys who are probably going to be going out first, unfortunately they're probably going to have to go all out on it.
We are on the way, and Paddy explodes out of the gate, secures the grip, and this guy is an athlete, and Beatham's chasing him down. Surprise package there. Look at Sean Gillen move for a 160 kilos. Impressive stuff, Eddie.
Very impressive. Paddy is absolutely smashing this. The athleticism, he's not making any mistakes after. It makes you wonder how many times he's done this in training, because he's absolutely smashing not even knocking the bag over, picking it up, his hand positioning, perfect.
I'll also look at this launch, and Paddy really fired the bag over, so quick over the ground, and he retrieves the ground so well when he comes back down the course, and this is fast. Paddy Haynes, a dark horse, hands off, job done, and that is good stuff from Paddy Haynes. And you can see, keep calm, keep diligent, and you can see just how hard that is. Flowers is hands off, he will take the heat, and Flynn, it seems to be getting very hard there. Ball, Belton, from nowhere, Eddie.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Admiration from the mighty Eddie Hall. He said you were technically perfect. Happy with that?
Always, man. That's why am I good at events? It's so tiring. Yeah, really, really happy. That's the start I wanted.
We knew that event number 1 was going to be the ultimate Jeopardy maker.
Some of the top guys we thought might have finished in the top 3 have actually dropped down in the rankings a little bit now, so it's up for grabs.
Probably one of the favourites for that event was Paddy, and he did. Andrew Flynn.
I nearly blacked out trying to load that last sandbag. I think Shane shouted at me, so I had to do it.
Young, fit lads, you know, big engines on them. Luke Stoltman is a little bit leaner. He looked quick at Glasgow, so I thought, well, he's going to do it easy, and he did.
And we saw people push themselves beyond, I think, what they're probably physiologically capable of.
Bit of a shock with Bish, if I'm honest with you. I just expected him to do them. Didn't expect him to win that event, but expected him to load them all.
We knew that the field was going to be split.
Biggest shock, probably Luke Richardson.
I had Luke tipped. Thought he'd be right there.
I think it was 50-50. 6 managed to do it and 6 didn't, I think.
Sandbag Steeplechase takes a toll on the future.
Big Gav, everyone's worried about the size of him doing that event. Thought he might have gassed. He did them all relatively easy.
I said from the start, I think this first event is going to determine the rest of the competition for most of the guys. And I think it's going to be a dogfight for the rest of the show.